All right, guys. Another one. Looks like I'm going to be doing these weekly until everybody's poor and fucking got fucked. All you guys out there playing on your reward systems, doing very little for and gaining huge gains. It's remarkable. You look at the reward systems of human beings and how they actually endeavor to do something better for others and then are rewarded for it. And that feeling that they get from that reward is justified by their contribution, whether it's a service or a product that they create. Again, you guys, fucking economies are based on two fucking things. Whether you provide a service or a product. Anybody else who's not servicing you or giving you a product is not contributing to the economy. They're fucking parasites. And those of you that are playing in the hardcore DeFi space, unlike my people I know that are mainstream buying Ethereum and everything that Coinbase is selling, they're maybe up 2x. Those guys on BSC, those guys playing in the DeFi space, congratulations to you. That was an introduction. I don't know. I'm trying to fucking assemble some thoughts here, and essentially what I'm coming down to, what dog are you fucking participating in? What dog is your dog in the game? Well, first, let's talk about the biggest dog. The biggest dog is the Fed. They create the Treasury and all these motherfuckers. This dog's preying on your fucking tomorrow, your children. This guy, Jerome Powell, Janet Yellen, these fucking people are preying on tomorrow, and you are letting them, this father is letting his child be abused by the biggest dog of all. They're fucking Treasury's creating bonds. The bonds are bought by the banks and immediately resold from the private banks to the Fed. The Fed's balance sheet is so fucking big, all it can do now is fucking vomit and eat its own vomit. That's what it's doing. It's printing dollars. The bonds are being bought by the Treasury's printing dollars. The Treasury is creating bonds, forgive me. The Treasury is creating bonds. In the United States, how our economic system supposedly works. The fucking Treasury creates bonds. The banks buy the bonds, and those bonds are bought by the Fed. It's essentially the same exact thing as a fucking dog eating its own vomit, and it's vomiting so much that it has to keep eating that shit. And then what's left, that shit that comes out, you and me get to use as money. Okay, that's the big dogs in the game. And then crypto comes along, and a motherfucker like this fucking tells you about his dog. He's telling you that fucking DOGE is a dog in the game. What is DOGE exactly? It's a fucking joke. It's a joke on you that these motherfuckers are pulling over. So is this your dog? Is this the guy, the cult of personality that's enabling these motherfuckers to do what they're doing to you so that you get to eat shit? They're eating shit. So those are two big dogs. And I want to compare it to my dog. My dog is a bond. You know where that bond is, and you can see that bond any second. You don't get it doesn't fluctuate in price hardly at all. Look at Ethereum. That's what this is based on. That fucking dog is a fucking a much more credible dog than these dogs is insofar as creating a proportional distribution to the commons. This dog, the PITcoin dog, the participating in immutable transparency will regulate the regulators because this dog only pays based on participation. So once you get in, that's your work, and anybody else that gets in after you is going to pay you a dividend. That's it. The banks are fucking making a ton of money just off of you eating their shit. Do you understand me? Does any of this make any sense to you motherfuckers? Which dog are you game for? Are you dog for these games, or you got a dog in the game for the commons? Do you give a fuck about your neighbor? Do you give a fuck about your children? Do you give a fuck? Hell no, your reward system's so out of whack, you're fucking thinking that just by knowing what's coming up next, that you deserve to fucking make more than a fucking plumber who's fixing people, or the HVAC guy in Texas who's fucking trying to make sure everybody's fucking warm right now. Do you give a fuck about him, or do you give a fuck about these motherfuckers? Huh? Who the fuck are you? Oh, and by the way, it looks like YouTube's giving me back my live broadcast. I'm busy as heck today, but if I can get motivated, I'll do a live broadcast to speak more in depth to my psychosis in understanding how fucking much shit we get to eat from the big dogs. Let's have a conversation. Not this dog, these dogs, this dog. this cult of personality? What do you think of this cult of personality? Do you really think he's a Nikola Tesla? Do you think is he a Thomas Edison? It's preventing you from having free energy, huh? Is that what this dog's doing to you, huh? Because he's not. Are you trying to tell me he's not fucking part of these dogs? You're trying to tell me he's not? Please tell me how, huh? You fucking losers. We're all fucking losers. We are all scammers. You buy a bag, you hold that bag, and then you sell it for more. That's all we're doing here, huh? There's no fucking contribution whatsoever. The only hope is that these fucking dogs fucking end up finally tasting their shit, tasting the vomit they're eating. Time to feed them their shit. I hope I made myself clear. I gotta go to work.